Hello everyone, welcome to BioPassionate. Today BioPassionate brings 20 important questions which explain the whole concept of the chapter Life Processes. Without wasting time, let's get started. Saliva contains an enzyme called lipase, amylase, pepsin, trypsin. Amylase. There are 3 pairs of salivary glands present in the buccal cavity. They play an important role in digestion by producing saliva. Saliva contains an enzyme called salivary amylase that breaks down starch into maltose in food. The longest small intestine is found in carnivores, herbivores, parasites, saprophytes. Herbivores. Herbivores are organisms that feed on plants. Plants contain a complex carbohydrate called cellulose, which is difficult to digest. To ensure the digestion of cellulose, herbivores have the longest small intestine. In which part of the alimentary canal digested food is absorbed? Stomach, appendix, large intestine, small intestine. Small intestine. The small intestine is the site of complete digestion, where all the nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, proteins get digested completely. Small intestine absorbs nutrients and water from the food with the help of villi, so they can be used by the body. Rings of cartilage are present in trachea, esophagus, small intestine, bile duct. Trachea. Rings of cartilage are present in trachea to prevent their collapse when air is not passing through them. The cartilages are flexible tissues that support the trachea while still allowing it to move and flex during breathing. The conversion of protein waste, the ammonia, into urea occurs mainly in lungs, kidney, liver, intestine. Liver. The protein is broken down into amino acids during digestion. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. You can say they are the smaller units, functional units of proteins. The amino acids are converted into urea in the liver through urea cycle. The first step in photosynthesis is photolysis of water, excitation of chlorophyll, synthesis of ATP, production of assimilatory products. Excitation of chlorophyll. Photosynthesis takes place in the green parts of the plant body, like leaves and green stem. Mesophyll cells have many chloroplasts, which contain the specialized light-absorbing green pigments called chlorophylls. When chlorophyll absorbs light, it gets excited and emits electrons. Absorption of light energy by mesophyll cells of the leaf causes excitation of chlorophyll, oxidation of chlorophyll, reduction of chlorophyll, evolution of oxygen. Excitation of chlorophyll. As I have mentioned in the previous question, the most active photosynthetic tissue in higher plants is the mesophyll of leaves. Mesophyll cells have many chloroplasts which contain the specialized light-absorbing green pigments called chlorophylls. When chlorophyll absorbs light, it gets excited and emits electrons. Splitting of water during photosynthesis is known as hydrolysis, electrolysis, ionization, photolysis. Photolysis. During light reactions of photosynthesis, the chlorophyll will be activated by the light. This light-activated chlorophyll will split the water molecule. This process is called photolysis. Water molecule is split to release hydrogen and oxygen ions. Which of the following animals has a system to provide atmospheric oxygen directly to the body cells? Insects, fishes, human beings, frogs. Insects. Gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged through a network of tubes called tracheae. Instead of nostrils, insects breathe through openings in the thorax and abdomen. These openings are called spiracles. In which mode of nutrition does an organism derive its food from the body of another organism without killing it? Saprophytic, parasitic, holozoic, autotrophic. Parasitic. Parasitism is a mode of nutrition in which an organism derives its food from the body of another living organism called host without killing it. Parasitic mode of nutrition is observed in several fungi, bacteria, few plants like Cuscuta, and some animals like Plasmodium and roundworms. Which part of the nephron allows the selective reabsorption of useful substances like glucose, amino acids, salts, and water into the blood capillaries? Glomerulus, Bowman's capsule, tubule, ureter. Tubules. Selective reabsorption occurs in the proximal convoluted tubule, so-called PCT. The PCT is highly permeable. It is easy for molecules to diffuse through it. One-cell thick vessels are called capillaries, veins, arteries, pulmonary arteries. Capillaries. Capillaries are called short and narrow blood vessels located inside the tissues. The exchange of substances between blood and tissues is carried by capillaries. Veins have thinner and wider walls. Arteries have thicker and narrower. After digestion, proteins are converted into carbohydrates, amino acids, small globules, glycerol. Amino acids. Chemical digestion of protein begins in the stomach and ends in the small intestine. Once a protein source reaches your stomach, hydrochloric acid and enzymes called proteases break it down into smaller chains of amino acids. Which of the following help in protecting the inner lining of the stomach from the harmful effect of hydrochloric acid? Trypsin, pepsin, bile, mucus. Mucus. Gastric mucus is a glycoprotein that protects the lining of stomach from its own secretion of hydrochloric acid. It also helps in the lubrication of food masses in order to facilitate movement within the stomach. Temporary finger-like extensions on amoeba are called cell membrane, pseudopodia, microvilli, flagella. Pseudopodia. Pseudopodia are formed by the temporary protrusion or retractile process of cytoplasm of cell that functions especially as an organ of locomotion and helps in ingestion. Roots of the plants absorb water from the soil through the process of diffusion, transpiration, osmosis, translocation. Osmosis. Plants absorb water from the soil by the process called osmosis. They absorb mineral ions by the process of active transport against the concentration gradient. Water gets pulled by the roots due to the negative water potential in the root cells. The movement of sucrose and other substances like amino acids around a plant is called translocation, transpiration, transportation, circulation. Translocation. Translocation is the process by which plants deliver minerals, plant growth hormones, water, and organic substances over a long distance throughout the plants. You can say from leaves to other parts of the plant body. Name the substances whose buildup in the muscles during vigorous physical exercise may cause cramp. Lactic acid. Lactic acid is mainly produced in muscle cells and red blood cells. It forms when the body breaks down carbohydrates to use for energy, when oxygen levels are low. Identify the correct path of urine in the human body. The human excretory system consists of a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, a urinary bladder, and a urethra. And the process of formation of urine starts from the kidney, and excretion of urine takes place from the urethra. So the correct sequence is kidney, ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra. The pancreas pour their secretion into duodenum, stomach, large intestine, pancreas. Duodenum. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice into the duodenum. Pancreatic juice is a liquid secreted by the pancreas, which contains a number of digestive enzymes including trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, elastase, carboxypeptidase, pancreatic lipase, nucleases, and amylase.